Students, myself Amrita Srivastava and I am faculty of US Second Main Institute, Gorakhpur. Today we are going to discuss class 7 moral science. This is your fourth chapter and the title is Looking London, Talking Tokyo. This chapter is about humbleness, humility and humanity. And the meaning of the title is daydreaming and lost in thoughts always. So students, people often marry with trees to kill their zodiac shortcomings. Do you know any of them? Sometimes it happens in the society that people get married with the trees before getting married to their partners to kill their zodiac shortcomings. Maybe you have seen sometimes. So let's start our chapter. Looking London, Talking Tokyo. Long ago, in the days of the ancestor, there was a warrior named Talking Forest. So, this story is about a warrior whose name was Talking Forest. Warrior means a brave soldier, and many seasons ago, Talking Forest received his name from his people. The name that was given by its people. Talking Forest was not a famous warrior and did not own any war awards. So students, he was not really a warrior and he was not having any kind of war rewards. But after all the people treated him as one of their own relatives. They were very fond of him. Talking Forest also loved his people, and all the many seasons of his life he used to his excessive and extensive arms to shelter, protect and to bring happiness to his people. So every villagers and everyone was very fond of him and they were loving him so much, and in return Talking Forest was also very concerned to them. He was also loving his people. He was taking good care of them and he served them very well. He gave them shelter and he was trying to protect them and their happiness. His people loved to give gifts to each other, and because Talking Forest had so many friends, he owed many things. The people of that place, they loved to exchange gifts, and the Talking Forest was also having so many friends, so he was also having so many things as a gift. There was a magical mediator in the village. He had a talking stick which enabled the things to talk. So there was a mediator and who was very magical person, and he was having a talking stick which makes things to talk. One day a mediator of the people approached Talking Forest and said, Talking Forest, I have overheard some young warriors talking about you. So one day the mediator informed to Talking Forest that some of the villagers, and they were young warriors, they were talking about the Talking Forest. So just after hearing this, he asked what they are saying. They are saying not so good things about Talking Forest. They said you are not a warrior and only reason you own so much things is because all the people give you plenty of things. So according to some young warriors, the Talking Forest was not a great warrior and he was having so many things just because people are giving gift to him. After hearing things, Talking Forest seemed very concerned. He was very worried that his people are thinking about him like that. He said, I know these young warriors. They are brave and hardworking, but they say such things about me. Now he said to mediator that I know him very well, I know them very well. They are very brave and hardworking, but I don't know why they are spreading such things about me. To this, the mediator replied, when these warriors were younger, their fathers were killed defending their village. Since the fathers were not there to teach their sons the way to honor someone or something. So, the mediator explained the reason why they were spreading such kind of messages, that when they were very small, they were killed, their father were killed in defending village. So no one was there to teach them what is wrong and what is right and how to honor someone or something. Talking forest asked the mediator, then what can I do? So what should we do in this condition? The mediator carefully asked Talking forest, the things that you own, how important are they to you? So mediator asked to the talking forest that you are having so many things, so many precious things, how important such things are for you? So in replying, talking forest didn't take so much time. He just said, nothing is more important to me than the love I have for my people, and everything that I owe reminds me of the love they best owed over me. So he said that nothing is important for me. Every gift is a resemblance to me, that how much my people and villagers love me. Mediator was happy to hear this. The next day he went to Sarpanch and asked him to call a meeting of the people. The Sarpanch knew the best way to gather his people together, and he immediately announced a carnival. The people loved carnival, especially the children. They loved the drumming, dancing, telling tales, etc. News of the coming carnival traveled like a lightning throughout the people. When the Sarpanch had gathered his people together, he said, our mediator has something important to. So, after hearing, the mediator decided to meet the Sarpanch of the village, and he told Sarpanch to gather some people, and the best way to gather the village people, that the Sarpanch immediately announced a carnival. It was like a festival for everyone, and everyone was so excited for the carnival, especially the children's, because they love drum, dance, telling stories, etc. And when they all gathered there, the Sarpanch told them that our mediator has something important to announce. And after that, the mediator told of his overhearing the young braves talking about Talking Forest, and called them forward in front of the people. The young warriors felt ashamed. They never thought that anyone had overheard them talking about the forest. The mediator asked all the people to be quiet, because Talking Forest has something to say to these young warriors. As the mediator handed Talking Forest the talking stick, the people became silent. Even the children sat down and were very still. So, when the Sarpanch told them that our mediator has something very important to share, the mediator called all the young warriors, and that time the young warriors were very ashamed, because they were talking about Talking Forest. So it was very shameful for them, as they were not knowing that anyone could hear them. So the mediator said, come along, and our talking forest will say something to you. And everyone become very silent at that time. And talking forest started as, when I was young, our people suffered many seasons. Since a great spirit cursed us with a very little of water, and because of that drought like situation, the wolves used to attack our village. So he told them that there was a time when his people were suffering many seasons, and there was very little water in the village, and most of the time wolves used to attack our village. At that time, all the people were quiet, and there were many who remembered those bad times. The old people started remembering that bad times, and they nodded their heads in supports. Talking Forest continued, during those bad times, my father and I were protecting a group of children gathering water when we were attacked by wolves. So, the Talking Forest at that time with his father was busy in protecting some children with little water, and they were attacked by wolves. My father was killed. I led two children safely back to the village. In this fight, Talking Forest father got killed, and but he was able to save the children, and he just took them back to the village. Because not a single child was harmed getting back to our village, I was given a place among the people to always protect the children. So people of the village decided that Talking Forest will always be able to save the children. So when the other warriors went out to battle or hunt, I do not ride with them. My place is to stay in the village and protect it from attack while our warriors are gone. So he explained that whenever our brave warriors were out of the village, it was my duty to be present here and to save and to protect children from any attack. When Talking Forest paused the young warriors as one let out a sigh. No one had ever told them about the place Talking Forest has among his people. All the elders of the people held their breath as they knew what was going to happen next. As Talking Forest continues, all eyes of the elder went on him. You young warriors think everything I owe is important to me. They shook their heads in yes. Now he decided, Talking Forest decided to talk to the young warriors, and he said, do you think that everything I am having, every precious thing is important to me? And they nodded in and they said yes. So after that he told them, I can give away everything that I owe, and I give it all to you to divide up between you. However, the one thing I cannot give you is the love that what best owed upon me with these gift. Talking Forest said that everything I am able to give you except the love of my people. I cannot divide the love of my people between you. All at once the people jumped up. A quick little child grabbed the talking stick from Talking Forest's hand. The people started to get quiet, including the children. Everyone listened to the little boy as he told of the gift he gave to Talking Forest for helping him. He did not want Talking Forest to give it away. One by one, many people took the talking stick and told stories of why they had given Talking Forest a gift. When everyone had told their stories, the mediator asked Talking Forest, did you receive any gift from these young warriors' fathers? And you remember which gifts they gave you? Of course, Talking Forest answered. I grew up with all of their fathers, and even though they are no longer with us, I remember them through the gift they gave me. The main gift was living along them. I always had their trustworthiness. I worked like a baby sitter. So, when the young warrior decided to take things from uh, Talking Forest, one of the child came out and said, "This gift I have given to you just for you. You can't give them to the young warriors." And after that, one by one, the villagers started telling stories why they were given gift to Talking Forest. And after that, Talking Forest explained that the young warrior's fathers were his friend. He was living along them, and that was the best gift. And the Talking Forest worked like a babysitter for them by protecting them by attacks of the wolves and many other problems. After that, Mediator turned to the young warriors and asked, all the things that belonged to the Talking Forest now belong to you. What will you do with them? Now the eyes of the elders were focused on young warriors as they decided to walk into the forest to talk about what to do. Not one word was spoken among the people while the young warriors were going. So, after the talk of the Talking Forest, the mediator said to the young warriors, all the things are belongs to you now. What will you do? At that time, they were not able to decide what they will do. So, they decided to walk in the forest to discuss what should they do. When they returned from the forest, the oldest took the talking stick and began, we do not want those things and belong to Talking Forest, but we do want to know about our fathers and their stories that Talking Forest could tell us. When they return, the young warriors, when they returns from the forest, they said, we don't want the things of the Talking Forest. We just wanted to know the real stories of our fathers by Talking Forest. So, hearing this, the elders let out a sign of relief because they knew the young warriors were being tested by the mediator, and that was the warrior were turning out as prudent young men. And so it was agreed by all the people that each warrior would keep the things intact with the Talking Forest. In lieu, he would tell them the stories of them. Also, the young warriors returned all the gifts and Talking Forest had received from their forefathers. All the young warriors knew that they had just learned a great lesson. They also knew that even though Talking Forest did not wear many feathers, he was truly a great warrior for their people, humble warrior. So, when everything was explained to young warriors, they returned all the gift that belongs to Talking Forest, and one by one they received gift, and after that they said that they will love to hear the stories of their forefathers, and the young warriors learnt a great lesson from the Talking Forest, and that time they realized that our Talking Forest is not having very war medals and very he is not having any feathers, but he was truly a great leader, he was truly a great warrior of their people because he was very humble and polite, and he was a very loving warrior for them. Let's see, answer these questions orally. What is the name of the forest here? The name of the forest is Talking Forest. Was the forest a real warrior? He was not a real war warrior. What did Forrest do while his warriors gone away? He stood there and he stayed there and protected the children. What did talking stick do? The talking stick make people talk, able to talk. How did young warriors knew something new? Through the mediator, and when the Sarpanch organized a carnival, they knew something new about their forefathers. This story shows the humbleness of the forest. In this story, what is used to speak? That is talking stick. Courtesy is also termed as honesty and humanity. So answer could be humanity. Talking Forest has given all of his stuff become of his generosity. So students, humility tells us that no human being is perfect. Thus strive to improve. That was all about your chapter 4, Looking London, Talking Tokyo, and we will discuss our next chapter in our next video. Till then, take care.